Welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil. So, let's play Resident Evil. You know, Matt, people are always saying to me things like, you need to be yourself, or be the best version of yourself you can be, or be the person your pets think you are. But what you really need is to be aware of illegal video cassettes. Check whether this cassette carries a genuine hologram. Poor quality illegal video cassettes reduce your viewing pleasure and jeopardize future film production. Are you going to cut me off, or...?
No, I just want to go. To be honest, I thought you were going to go for a bee pun. I thought it was like something about... You gave a bee. I was like, oh, what sort of bee-based thing is he going to... That actually does remind me. So... I don't know if you know about this, but a film came out recently called The Beekeeper.
No, I don't know anything about this.
So apparently it's like an action movie or something like that. And Nathan was telling me about it. Friend of the show, Nathan, who's like been on like one episode like many years ago.
Has he?
I think maybe.
We'll trawl through the uploads and see if...
Not
on this channel,
Yeah.
The main one. This is...
I know he was on that Solitude, like the best Solitude episode we ever did that you got rid of.
Yeah.
But that's in the past. But anyway, I talked to and he was watching it. He says it was really mediocre. And for a film called Beekeeper, he didn't make any bee puns.
No.
He didn't kill anyone in the bee way. He should have been fighting Nicolas Cage. His name should have been like.
Well, Barry B. Benson.
His name should have been like.
They should have got the writers from the B movie
to do it. Yeah.
Because there's nothing but B puns in there. In fact, there are probably a bunch of B puns that didn't make it into the B movie script that they just had laying around the office.
I know, but like, imagine you do it. You got like Jason Statham or whoever as the his name's like Johnny B. His last name is like Johnny Keeper.
Johnny B. Good.
Yeah, no, he's like Johnny Keeper, but his middle name's B, so Johnny B. Keeper.
Yeah.
And he's fighting against Nicolas Cage.
Johnny Beware.
And Nicolas Cage killed his wife, Honey. Wait till you drink until you said that. And like, you know, like he's killing people. Like he like opens up with his revolver and starts loading bees into the chamber and shooting them. He like throws someone to a big vat of wax and suffocates them in it. Like he's fighting Nicolas Cage at the end.
You definitely want like a James Bond sort of script where like he'll say a one-liner every time he kills someone, but the way he kills people is by shoving a beehive on their head and they just run around.
Like a cross between like a really serious like Casino Royale and like The Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Like they play it completely straight. Like he's fighting Nicolas Cage at the end because we all know he hates bees.
Yeah.
And Nicolas Cage and like Jason Statham's about to go in, like he's stabbing him or something like with the Queen Bee or something like that. And then Nicolas Cage reaches over and he looks like he's reaching for the gun, but he's reaching for the thing that blows smoke at him. His one weakness.
I wish we'd known about this back when we did the bee killing in this fucking game. Because at least the fucking gibberish would be like tangentially related to what was happening on the screen.
That's right, Resident Evil.
Yeah, let's George Lucas the that one episode of the Let's Play where we poison all the bees.
Have a singing montage in it. Let's make this sexy alien, George. Why do you think that alien's sexy? No reason.
It's like, why is that camera going down that alien's throat? It's like, it just looks better. It looks better than puppets. That's how retro this channel is. Not only are we doing Let's Plays in the year of our Lord 2024, we're also making fun of George Lucas in the year of our Lord 2024.
Take that, George Lucas.
Well, it's about time someone took him down a peg,
Yeah.
you know? Guy's been lording it over us for too long, uninterrupted, unchallenged.
I sure hope he sells off his Star Wars property to someone who can take good care of it. And who isn't an evil megacorp.
So I cancelled my Disney Plus subscription. I cancelled it today. And if you have me on Instagram, you'd have seen on my Instagram story that there's a section where they're like, why did you cancel it? Not enough titles, bad quality, etc. Or like other, please specify. I just wrote this fucking rant which used the words evil, monstrous. I think one part was like, you deserve to collapse and I hope it happens sooner rather than later. Basically, I cancelled it because I realised that because I had signed up, they could murder my wife.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, who's listening to this, which I'll be surprised, but right, so a guy took his wife to a restaurant in Disneyland and was like, so you're going to make... We've heard that this place is good, and we've heard good reputation about you're very, very sensitive about people with allergies. My wife has a super nut allergy. It's like the worst nut allergy in the world. So you can make sure nothing even approaches anything we're going to eat with nut. Like, yes, we're very good at that. 25 minutes later, it's like 45 minutes later, she's dead. The EpiPen didn't work. And Disney's trying to get out of any sort of lawsuit. I mean, technically, they're not owned by... They're like on Disney property, but the pub itself isn't
Yeah.
owned by Disney. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but they're like trying to dodge any sort of responsibility rather than being like, it's not our fault, they just own our property. You know, anything like, sort of a Weasley shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
But understand, like actual legal. And then like, oh well, he signed up for Disney Plus for a trial, so in there's a waiver about, like. I mean, Mickey Mouse could come out and just like gun down a bunch of children, but as long as you signed up for, watch the fucking Simpsons.
What a bunch of cunts. Like, I thought it was... I didn't think they could ever sink lower than the Spider-Man thing with the kid's grave. If you heard about this, like, an infant died, and it was obviously awful. It was a kid, like, a big fan of... not a baby, like infant, but like a small child, like a toddler. Big fan of Spider-Man. And the dad was like, I want Spider-Man on my kid's grave. And Disney was like, no. Like, I thought that was as low as they could sink. That wasn't quite low enough for me to cancel my Disney Plus subscription because I like The Simpsons so much. However, they did cross a fucking line with this, with this widow.
I just had to tell Jacob about that completely other legal place where you could watch The Simpsons for free.
Yes, yeah, which I didn't realize existed. So,
yes.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Legally and free, yes.
Yeah, thank you for that, Matt. Yeah, I appreciate that. We won't leave a link in the description.
But if you want to watch cartoons...
Yes, if you want to watch cartoons for free online,
yeah,
I'm sure you can just search it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and find a way to watch cartoons, for free. But yeah, other
fuck
than
Disney.
Yeah, fuck Disney, basically.
Like, look, this is like literal evil. Like, this is sort of thing that would be
Wayland Yutani levels.
Yeah. No, so like you haven't played Cyberpunk, but this is a sort of like level of like cynical cyberpunk like.
I've been saying for a while that the world is kind of going that way. I mean, I've always thought it was fucked up that like the trains can fine you, right? Like the train company, if you travel without a ticket, let's say the fucking ticket machine's broken or you're running late and you want to buy a ticket on the train, if they decide to, they can fine you. A private company shouldn't be able to fine citizens, right? Am I being unreasonable here? That doesn't feel like something a private company should be allowed to do. But yeah, fucked up shit like that really bothers the shit out of me. And yeah, Disney is known for being evil. I mean, the whole Mulan thing when they thanked the people who operate concentration camps in the credits of the Mulan remake.
We fucking make jokes about what I can't remember what it was. We were making jokes about like it being a cyberpunk dystopian future where they got like black troopers, black armored stormtroopers, but they got like the Mickey Mouse ears on their helmets.
Well, I mean, Slime Beast predicted that in the Disney horror stories that he did, because you had the whole thing about Disney razed this town to the ground. It's like, what? It's like, it no longer feels ridiculous. I mean, he was ahead of his time. But
with his giant python and his mouth full of mustard.
Yeah, absolutely. So what the fuck was I've quite forgotten what I was on about.
Have not been paying. I have not looked at the screen.
Look, I've just used the helmet key. All right, and that's very important. Presumably,
helmet penis.
Yeah, there you go. That's if you hit that subscribe button,
get more
high quality comedy like that. We are here to talk about games. Yeah, and that's what we're here to do. No, I quite forgot. I was going to make some kind of probably crass comment about how evil corporations are. But yeah, Disney are known for sort of being megalomaniacal. Simply dreadful.
I don't get the people who simp for them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I watched a film when I was, my parents were yelling at each other across the room, and it was the only thing that took away the nightmares.
Look, Matt, consume product.
Yeah.
All right. Just consume product. Don't question it. That was it. Don't ask questions. Consume product and get excited for next product. Yeah. I think, like most people on the internet with even a slight hint of cynicism in their sense of humor, were big Red Letter Media fans. I think like most people are. So yeah, I love that they gave birth to such a good.
They did, but so many like those, especially that one gets used a lot.
Consume product. Or they just AIDS.
It broke new ground.
Okay, so I misspoke in a previous episode, and I called this snake Moor. Its name is Yawn. I was just thinking Moor as in its big mouth, but it's actually called Yawn. I misspoke in that episode.
I mean, a yawning snake's not really that scary.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
its mouth's open for.
Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes in earlier episodes. Choice, for example. So what we're going to do now is kill the giant snake. Here he comes. What an exciting scene this is.
Look at all the action going on.
I mean, to be fair, like Resident Evil up until fairly recently was never really known for exciting action.
Well, yeah,
they were basically point and click games in 3D. Let's call a spade a spade. They were point-and-click games. Like, the controls aren't even good. They're just fun, interesting,
You point
spooky,
and click the trigger.
Yeah, just spooky games with like a fun atmosphere and like a kind of campy plot. And as much as we've dodged talking about this game, I really love it. It's one of my probably easily top 10 games on the GameCube. And
Die, Snake. Die.
again, we've mentioned Red Brown a lot, and we're going to mention him again because it's a obligatory thing. We have to mention him in every episode. That's a Red Brown line if ever I heard one. Die, Snake! Ah! So okay, no, he should have been in the beekeeper movie. So now you're gonna shove a beehive over this guy's head. Now say something clever, you know, like don't get stung, but like better than that, like something that was like, okay, taste bees. Ah! Oh, fucking hell, Rev G, why couldn't we get Arnie?
If only that movie existed.
Oh, my fucking neck still hurts, man.
Yeah.
I've reached an age now where I'm just a bag of ailments and injuries. It doesn't help that I work outdoors in quite a physical job as well.
And you just
I will die soon.
Yeah, and you just have bad luck where every time you.
But just bad shit happens to me all the time.
Yeah, it's just
that's
like
how
he's
bad
cursed.
luck is. Yeah. It's a gypsy curse. I tried to get rid of it by sacrificing my old co-host on this show. It didn't work. He is dead, but I'm still cursed. Where am I going?
Don't know. I haven't played. I'm not. I haven't played Resident Evil 1 in so long. I'm not sure that I've actually ever played it.
It's like, yeah, you're wondering at this point, it's like, is that my memory or
Yeah,
someone
basically, it's
else's?
like, have I just watched? Is it just like a combination of familiar sort of like scenes, or like have I watched so many people play like the first bit of the mansion? Like I can picture really well in my house, and like the really well in my mind,
Yeah.
And at the end,
And your house, because your house looks exactly like the
Yeah.
Spencer Mansion.
It's a bitch
uncanny,
to get to the toilet.
actually, yeah. So
And it's also filled with zombies.
I'm gonna go use the one bathroom in my giant house. Yeah. I'll just make sure I've got the ruby necktie. Little Phalus reference for you there.
We went over this. That's why the guy who built.
That's why they murdered him.
Yeah, it's like.
So you know what? I'm sick of this.
Yeah, it's like, I'm so glad that I was the founder of Umbrella, whose name I've forgotten, hired Trevor, what's his face, to build my house. And he gets inside and he's like, oh, this is nice, big, entrance. And it's like, so where's the bathroom? Oh, you see, it's down that way and then through the maze door. Like, what?
The maze door. Yeah. I mean, it looks gorgeous. I would say, like, in terms of the choice of angles and everything, this actually looks better. They just dropped another trailer for the Silent Hill 2 remake, and the choice of angles and that just don't do anything for me. There's nothing inspiring about the visuals in that trailer. I'm like, it just looks like a low-budget horror movie, whereas this looks like a high-budget horror movie.
You know what else looks like a high-budget horror movie? Snow White.
Snow White, yeah. Well,
Snow White and the Freakazoids.
Snow White looks like it's gross in a way that normally is reserved for things that are cheap, and yet it looks so unbelievably expensive. I don't know how much money they spent on the Snow White remake. I don't want to know. There have been points in my life where I've stolen food from my kitchen at work. I don't want to know how much money they spent on the Snow White remake.
Well, the real question is not how much they spent on it, is how much money was embezzled. Because you're looking at these like $150 million films and shit like that, and there's like the price just keeps going up. And you're like, you didn't spend that much money on this film. You didn't.
There's like a lot of the time, you know that
unless you got like gourmet caterers.
Yeah, where does the money go in Hollywood? It's an insane thing, because obviously I make films as a hobby just with my friends, occasionally with you. And I was in Broadstairs a while ago, a couple of years back. I was off doing some kind of outdoor escape room kind of promotion thing, and I saw somebody was filming, and they were filming Martin Freeman, and it's Alan Armstrong, a character actor that everybody likes. And the scene was them coming out of like a corner shop and walking and talking. And it was like a 20-30 second shot, and they were filming it all day. I went and did all my work, went and had a lunch break, got back to work, came back. About 4 hours had passed, and they were still shooting the same fucking scene. And it's like, oh, that's where all the money goes in Hollywood. Presumably you hire a bunch of extremely incompetent people to run the set. The time it took, I'd have shot half the fucking movie in the time it took them to get this one shot. And granted, Like, a lot of the stuff I shoot looks like garbage, but hey, it tells the story. Save
wanna
your
get it
fucking
right.
money.
It's that scene like we've done the scene.
It's like, for it again and again. Yeah, they were just shooting the Jiminy Jillikus scene. Anyway, I think we should wrap this up soon. What do you think?
Yeah, we should have a
It's
rap battle.
Yes, you and I should. No, we should break dance. Like. I assume you've heard that they've cancelled all plans for breakdancing to be featured in the Olympics ever again.
Yeah.
What a short-lived experience that was.
I bet she didn't even bring her own cardboard.
I'm trying to think of a clever joke of you just got served, but all I can think about is how much my neck hurts. So
Goodbye, everybody.
see ya. See you next time. Eating the pudding.